Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ravi Agrawal. I'm a dentist from Government Dental College Hospital, Mumbai, St. George Hospital. I'm practicing since last 2 years. My today's topic is know your teeth. Actually, me and my team is Dr. Vaibhav Agarkar. He's also a dentist. One, two, three or more doctors. We have organized team to celebrate our Smile Week for this whole week, the 7 days program. On all these 7 days, we are having this kind of comprehensive lectures regarding general awareness of oral health and all treatment modalities, including conventional to advanced in dentistry available right now. Now, so my topic for today is know your teeth. Just there are two kind of conversation we can make. One is either I go more towards the scientific concepts regarding all tissues and everything, or more towards a layman terms. My thinking is अगर हम बात को layman terms में समझे, if I converse with you with that more layman terms or in regarding or dentist in things in dentistry, so it will be more better for you to understand the actual things or actual concepts in oral health maintenance and the further treatments available. So my point is, first we should consider a tooth is a living organ in our body, because मैंने मेरे 2 साल के करियर में देखा, whenever patients come to me, they usually comes with a complaint of pain, and the usual and most common finding by me is a severe decay in the tooth. What a scientific concept says that the decay does not occur within a month or not within a year. It takes at least 2 years, at least a very long term. So if we consider that 2 years is not a short time to consider to make ourselves realize that some part of our body is actually decayed. It's just our ignorance that we just keep ignoring the things, that we are having some discoloration, we are having some food lodgement problems in our teeth, and we start avoiding them. And at the final stage, when we are having pain, when we are starting having some clinical symptoms like pain, swelling, we contact some dentist nearby or some hospital. So my motto to make you understood regarding this is that we should understand that tooth is a living body. It's having a hard structure all over its outer surface. It does not mean it will not degrade, it will not get damaged. It will definitely get damaged if we will avoid maintaining it properly. If you consider the structure of a tooth, it's very simple. We all know, because it's आजकल 8th class standard में easy पढ़ाया जाता है, 8 to 10 standard में. It's a simple structure. The tooth is formed with some part of crown and one part is of root. The root is embedded into the bone, and the crown which we see in the mouth. Now the crown structure of the tooth is made by 2 parts. One is the outer hard part. It's a non-living structure which is called enamel. Now inside that enamel is a semi-living structure, I should say. It's a dentine. It's not a living structure, but it contains some sensation. It contains some nerve fibers inside this. So scientifically we consider it as a living structure, but we can consider it also as a non-living structure. So I say it as a semi-living structure is a dentine, and inside dentine is a complete living structure, is a soft tissue which is called dental pulp. It is the most important important part of the tooth, which gets supplied by blood, nerve tissues and all things from the bone, and it gives nutrition to rest of part of the tooth, especially enamel. Now the root is formed by same dentine. Inside the outer is cementa, which is very thin. Now regarding bone is as same as we have in other part of the body. This very strong bone is called cortical bone. Outer part of bone is actually covered by gums, and the blood supply of the root is actually from the bone. Now second point is function of tooth. What the tooth basically does. The main function of tooth is, we all know, chewing, biting. Second function is speaking. While talking, tooth usually help. Some alphabets we speak, the tooth helps in proper pronunciation of those alphabets, like S, M, like this. And of course, smiling. This is the actual thing that nature has given us, a gift, which is smiling. It's a function of tooth. Because of this, we smile. And the last thing, all because of these all things, we present in our society very well. We can present in ourselves in front of our society very well. Now, what the tooth demands basically, what they want, what should we do to maintain these things, maintain a tooth in a good state. What's the proper toothbrushing? Second, not only toothbrushing, along with toothbrushing, with a proper mouth gargling and other oral health procedure which a dentist can recommend. The third, a regular dental checkup, at least within 6 months, we should go for a dental checkup. And finally, if anything happens to our teeth, even if there is a small decay, a small problem in the tooth, we should instantly go for treatment of those two and should not wait for a big problem. Now, today's my main topic in this Know Your Teeth is the tooth decay, which is the most common problem in our tooth. It's a tooth decay which is called as a slow and silent death, because the slow, as I told you, it takes 2 years at least for a tooth to get decay, except in case of some accident or some trauma cases. Usually, if we consider natural decay process which happens because carelessness of a tooth structure, a normal tooth decay happens very, very slow and it's very silent. I say silent, why? Because until your decay process does not reach into the pulp, you will not feel any pain. You will start feeling some sensation, some pain while having some cold stuff or hot stuff when the decay reaches into the dentine, but that also vanished after one or 2 weeks. That's a further natural process, because it's a body try to defend those decay process, but the final pain or final swelling like condition we have only when the decay process reach into the bone. This all kind of decay happens in our tooth. Sometimes it's very common. These are very common in children. Now this kind of cavities form when it's a very deep cavity sometimes form. Now you can see in this structure what happens actually in decay. Actually when decay starts into the enamel, and it starts progressing towards the dentine very rapidly. Once it reaches into the dentine, the all microorganisms, simply the decay happens because of microorganisms. That's actually very common understanding. Now when the decay reaches into the dentine, it spreads very rapidly, and it reaches into the pulp very fast. Once it reaches into the pulp, it directly gets communicated with the bone. Once the bone, it's free to spread its infection, everything. Now it starts getting harm our body structure, the bone, and it starts dissolving, destroying the bone, and we get swelling or other kind, forming pus kind of condition. How it happens? Say, as I've told you, once is the enamel, which is the most outer surface of tooth. It's actually formed by calcium phosphate. Calcium and phosphate are the main content. Now the acidification of this tooth structure occurs by microorganism. In acidification is a scientific term. If in layman language I should say, this outer structure start destroying by microorganisms, by some chemical which are harmful to which destroy our chemical bonding between the calcium and phosphates. So the final microstructures into the enamel start dissolving into the environment, and we start having a cavity like condition. Once this cavity starts appearing to the mouth, we start having food lodgement into this cavity. This food lodgement acts as a storehouse for microorganisms living beneath this if a microorganism living here, so they have a lot of food stuff into the cavity, so they start growing very fast. Now, in the second stage, the decay occurs very fast into the dentine, and once the dentine is formed by protein and means small amount of calcium, so bacteria grows very fast, and they finally infect the pulp. Once they infect the pulp with a soft tissue, a tooth become dead, because the pulp volume of the soft tissue is very slow, very small. As in other part of the body, if we get infection by anything, by any trauma, if we get needle prick, or if we get hurt by something, we get swelling, and after 2 or 3 days we take medication, and that medication resolves everything. It cures things, swelling and that wound. But what happens in tooth? The volume of pulp is so small that once it gets infected, the blood supply instantly stops towards the pulp. Once the blood supply stops, now pulp cannot get any defense from the body. So infection have a free to spread all over the pulp instantly. So this is the final stage when, due to decay process, the pulp gets infected. Meet my third partner. He is Mr. Rahul Yadav. He is also dentist. See Rahul? Now, so I told you about this volume of pulp. It's very small. So sometimes we consider like having pain in other part of the body because of some wound, because of some swelling. If we take medication, that wound of the body gets healed. But and so in case of tooth, if you are having any pain or swelling, if we take medication, it should get healed. But actually ऐसा नहीं होता है. We require some local treatment modalities in this area to treat that, because if we take any medication, that medication reach up to here, but not inside the pulp. The actual bacterial load which is inside this pulp system, which is inside this radicular system, which it will not get healed unless we do not remove this pulp, we do not clean this area. And that cannot be cleaned by taking medication. That medication can heal anything which is inside the bone, but will not heal this part of the ear. So the main load of the infection will exist into the pulp unless we do not remove it. This is how the actually decay process occurs, and it finally leads to a pulpal infection. Now this is kind of decay. We sometimes have many times I have seen this kind of decay in tooth. So usually patient doesn't consider until the decay goes so deep and it starts having some sensation and very pain something. Now the further consequences of this, I have told you this, the decay process. If the decay process is starting here, it goes inside the pulp. This is the final consequences of the decay. Now consequences: having pain, a severe pain. See, there are further to a pain. If we talk about the pain regarding this, so once we have different kind of pain. Sometimes dentist ask you, you are having pain, आपको दर्द हो रहा है, okay? हमको दर्द हो रहा है, okay? Now the type of दर्द, now the pain किस तरह का हो रहा है? Sometimes ask we, हमको regular pain रहता है. Sometimes we say, no doctor, कुछ खाया तभी पेन रहता है. Sometimes we say, कुछ खाया नहीं खाया पेन नहीं रहता है, एकदम से पेन हो जाता है, फिर बंद हो जाता है, फिर पेन हो जाता है, फिर सूजन भी आती है, फिर ख़त्म हो जाता है. Now different kind of pain. When we are having a regular pain, means your pulp is infected. Always remember, once we are having a regular pain or this kind of pain, or alternative days we are having pain and with swelling, our pulp is infected. If we are having a pain only while having food lodgement or something, there may be chance that pulp is still is defended by your body mechanism, and the infection or decay has reached into your dentine only. So till that also we can save the pulp. Now the third sequence is, if we think about it, the pulp, we can have swelling or some type of pus discharge of like this condition. If this can be we say some फुंसी हो गया है, डॉक्टर क्या करने का है. So this is the consequences of this decay process, when the actual infection has involved the pulp and the infection has started spreading to the bone. this kind of pus is formed, or sometimes not kind of pus, sometimes the severe swelling is formed, depends on body, human to human, depends on body defense mechanism of each human being. Now if further we do not keep ignoring these things, now the all decayed part which is involved in enamel, that starts spreading all over the enamel and start destroying the part of enamel. So a tooth structure or crown structure of tooth, which is the main part of the tooth which is in function, it start get destroyed. And the final, if the patient does not aware about, still is not interested in to do some treatment, so this is the final consequence, which results in complete loss of the crown structure of the tooth and the only root piece which is present into the bone. The treatment options. Now as I have told you, there are three kind of treatment options. Once, सबसे पहला, if the decay has not involved your pulp again, now we have, until your decay has not involved your pulp, we have option to remove the decay and make the part of the tooth which has been destroyed rebuilt by some artificial material. There are a lot of artificial material in dentistry. So with that, there may be mercury, there may be some newer materials called composites, there are some other material also. Now if the infection has involved your pulp also, the only treatment modality is root canal treatment. And the final, if the tooth is destroyed or patient is not willing to undergo root canal treatment, the final option is to remove the teeth. So we remove the infection. Once the tooth is removed, the all load of infection which is present in the root is removed. My first option, the tooth is remove the decay part of the decayed part and fill the clean cavity with recommended filling material. Second option is a root canal treatment, and its alternative option is removal of the tooth. Now restoration of the tooth. The restoration, what we do in restoration? The restoration is, in restoration we remove all the decayed part of the tooth. All the decayed part of the tooth we apply if any kind of medicament is required over the pulp. So if very small infection has occurred into the pulp, it gets healed with that medicament, and we apply some artificial material which have sufficient strength and sufficient functional ability to restore the teeth completely. Restoration means it should restore its function, means it should help in biting, it should help in smile, in having all these functions that we had discussed before. It should help in while speaking, it should be look natural. It should not cause any harmful effect to other part of the mouth, other part like tongue, cheeks. Sometimes patient has known allergy with those materials, so that's also need to consider with them. Now the restoration tooth, I have told you, most commonly there are a lot of material which are used in dentistry to restore a tooth, but most commonly the material I used are first is a silver amalgam. It's a very conventional material which is used and nowadays also it is used very well known by very well known dentists also. It's actually combination of a mercury with silver with a mixture of some metal particle like silver, copper, zinc, tin, and after mixing this mixture with the mercury, it makes a semi-solid mass first. With that semi-solid mass is filled inside that prepared cavity, and that after setting of that mass, that semi-solid mass converted to solid mass, and that have all sufficient strength. The only disadvantage of this silver mercury, it's not tooth colored, so it's not advisable to apply it on and front teeth, because it's not tooth colored, so while smiling it does not look tooth like. Now second restoration modality, second restorative material we have is the composite material. It's a newer material launched since last 10-15 years in dentistry. This material is mainly have some chemical structure which polymerized. Actually, it's something kind of plastics, but it's not that complete plastic things. It has resins. Those resin form, these are tooth-like, and they have some silicas particles which form a mass, and that mass is cured with some particular kind of light which is called a blue light, and which cure this composite material. When it's cured, it similarly gets hard, and but the main advantage of this is it's a tooth color restoration. The third material which I have not mentioned here is a glass ionomer cement. It's nowadays is now rarely used because the main problem with that is it start dissolving into the mouth. It does not have much strength also. So nowadays it's used just for temporary reasons, just for 2 or 3 months filling. And but sometimes we have to evaluate the status of the pulp. So we don't say instantly the pulp is healthy or not. So we apply some medicament and we keep the patient on observation for 2 or 3 months. For those cases we apply glass ionomer cement. That's also tooth color like. Next treatment process, root canal treatment procedure. It's very scary thing. Sometimes I've seen a lot of patients who says, "Oh, Baba, root canal treatment. How I'll go for that?" It's very painful procedure. So first of all, I would like to let you know these things that it's nowadays. Before पहले के ज़माने में ऐसा होता होगा. It is nowadays, since I have entered in my field, I have seen that the root canal treatment is also possible in a complete painless condition if all proper treatment procedures are followed properly, and patients maintain a good follow a good instruction protocol given by the dentist. So in root canal treatment, what we do now, our motto, as I told you before, when the pulp is get infected and all infections goes into the bone via the pulp. So the main source of infection is present into the pulp. That's clear? Is it clear? Now, first of all, so for remove that infection which is going into the bone, for stop that infection, we have to remove the infection which is present in the pulp. That's the treatment is called root canal treatment. Now, root canal treatment. Now, root canals. These are the canals which is present into the roots. It joins your crown structure with the bone. It communicates the crown structure with the bone. So any infection which is in the pulp, it goes into the bone via these root canals. So our motto is to remove all the decayed, all the dead part of all the dead pulp, and clean these root canals via special files. These via special instruments which are the files. They are needle-like instruments. They are having cutting edges, and which have dimensions as same as of root canals, very thin. So when we insert into the root canals and we remove it, some part of the root canals are clean. They start get cleaning, and we keep on doing it for one or two hour procedure. And in this case, all root canal system get clean. Along with this, dentist insert some medicaments into the root canal, which heals any infection which has been escaped from this filing. Then after cleaning all this radicular system, we seal the radicular system with some biocompatible and dead structure, which is called gatta parcha. This gatta parcha is harmless and completely biocompatible, and the main point or the important point is to seal this root canal treatment properly, because if we leave some space into the root canal treatment, if any kind of infection has remained inside the bone and we have left any kind of space into the radicular system, that infection, the microorganism load will have chance to spread again into the root. It will get space to again enter into the radicular system and again start colonize itself and start having same infection. So the final our motto is to seal this radicular system or root canal to prevent further infection into the bone. After sealing all these root canal, the patient are kept on observation for 2 or 3 days. If everything is asymptomatic, the infection is in healing process. Now the further infection, there is no chance for further infection. So a permanent restoration is inserted into the crown, into the crown, and a cap is placed over the crown to prevent this fracture, because after root canal treatment your tooth gets fragile. Your tooth gets fragile because a lot of part of the tooth is removed already because of its decay. So the final cap is placed over the crown. Now so to prevent this fracture. This is all about root canal treatment procedure. It's very painless condition, and sometimes if some part of the pulp is living and some part of pulp is infected, in that case if we remove the pulp, if we clean the root canals, so patient feels pain in that condition. So in that condition we have to give local anesthesia. So the treatment usually first sitting of the treatment is done under local anesthesia. In that case, that part of the teeth is get anesthetized by some chemicals. In that case, the nervous sensation gets anesthetized. But sometimes when the infection is completely proceed into the bone and dentist analyze that your whole pulp is dead, then there is even no need for giving any local anesthesia. The dentist just remove the infection, start cleaning the root canal system, and at final stage it sees the infection with gutta percha. This is all about root canal treatment procedure. It's very painless condition nowadays. Nowadays many treatment modalities, advanced modalities has come in root canal treatment also. Regarding in that diagram I have shown this kind of file. By this kind of file the canal cleaning is done with hand filing. Now any one of you have undergone any root canal treatment procedure, they have seen the dentist has this kind of file. It inserted in the root canal and it starts cleaning this. It starts making a rounding motion and up and down motion, and it cleaning, and it clean it with the cotton, and further insert some medication. Nowadays there one treatment modalities has come which is called rotary endodontics. In rotary, this file is rotated by a machine, it at high speed. So when that cleaning is processed, that cleaning occurs in very short period of time and also very uniform manner. So that's an advanced treatment modalities which is done by a rotary instrument which rotate this file. But the final basic treatment is same as of conventional root canal treatment. Now sometimes we get curious what's happening inside the tooth, whether doctor has done the root canal treatment right or wrong. So always you have a chance to judge that whether the root canal treatment you have get done is good or not. So I have mentioned 2 X-ray over there. My patient this patient I made this root canal treatment of this tooth. This is a tooth. You can see the X-ray symbol. The dental X-ray is very simple to analyze. See, in dental X-ray you will see the same diagram of this, but in a black and white picture. Your all hard structure of the tooth and bone will remain white, and all the soft structure will remain black. See, there is a whitish structure all over the tooth. Can you see that? Appreciate that, everyone? So this is the enamel and dentin, which is the hard structure of the tooth. Now there is a black line in every teeth, which is the pulp chamber, which is the pulp tissue which we were discussing. Now at the end, if there is in case of infection of bone, so the area where the infection is present, the bone start destroying. So all the hardest part start destroying, and only the soft part, only the swelling or pus etc. will remain inside. So that area also around the root will start becoming more blackish. So a patient easily can appreciate that on an X-ray which is taken by dentist. Now after root canal treatment, the same black coloration, same pulp is filled by a gutta percha. Now the gutta percha is also a hard structure, is also having radio opacity, means it also have a quality which appreciated to observe on radiograph as white. So when we insert the gutta percha, you can see the tip of the gutta percha is exactly or hardly short to the tip of the root. If it is so, your root canal treatment is perfect. If not, if a gutta percha is going beyond your root canal, radical root canals or roots, So there may be some wrong things has happened, some your inserting this some fault has happened in while inserting the gatta parcha. So you can appreciate it after having a post post treatment x-ray, x-ray taken after sealing of your root canal system. So this is how you can appreciate your treatment which is done by doctor. Thank you. Any questions? Sorry. If any queries you are having, you're welcome, please. Ma'am.